Well, what does this mean? You get caught up in this, you watch this stuff on TV, and perspective can evaporate. So to bring it back, we know exactly who to turn to. We always do. Victor Davis Hanson is a senior fellow at the Hoover Institution. He joins us tonight. Professor, you've been watching this. You're a historian. What does it make you think?
Well, I mean, here we are, Tucker, after the whole Mueller, 22 months, $34 million, the Dream Team, the All-Stars, no collusion they found. We had Michael Horowitz as Inspector General, no collusion. We had the FBI Operation Crossfire Hurricane, no collusion. Yet they're talking about collusion and Russian collusion. So what's going on? And there's no special counsel report. There's no bipartisan support. There's no public support. There's no specific crimes. So that brings a second level of analysis. What's the strategy? Because they know they don't really have a case. And I guess they feel that if they can get it on TV, maybe John Bolton might flip, maybe, or Hail Mary, or maybe they can get 4 or 5 senators to support Trump, and that will hurt them on their vote in the next November, and they can flip the Senate, or maybe they think they can embarrass Trump. But it's a referendum on how pessimistic they are about their 2020 chances. Apparently, they don't think the new Green Deal or reparations or a wealth tax or Sanders or Warren as candidates or Michael Bloomberg, they're not going to be competitive. Maybe that's the strategy. But whatever it is, it's bizarre because they're taking a lot of risks, because after the emoluments clause and Stormy Daniels and the 25th Amendment and Mueller and all of this stuff, people are sick of it. And they want to call witnesses, and I don't think Hunter Biden will be very advantageous for him, because it's beginning to look like an enfeebled Joe Biden is their only real viable candidate. So you want to know what the strategy is. And then finally, in the last level of analysis, historically, I think 2020 marks a watershed year in American history, because from now on, when a president loses the majority in the House, especially in his first term, impeachment is going to be a vote of no confidence. It's going to be a political weapon, and it's going to be used against a president. And there's a lot of collateral damage. We've destroyed the whole idea of a whistleblower. It doesn't exist anymore. You can remain anonymous. You can have second or third-hand knowledge. You can collude with the opposition party before you go to Inspector General, and that's going to be permissible. The FISA court is totally discredited. So what Schiff and Nadler and Pelosi have done is they've had a lot of collateral damage, and I don't think we're going to put it all back together again. I think we're in a new era of American history, and it's going to be pretty scary.
I wonder if the members of Congress who are leading this understand that. I mean, some of them are older and will be retiring. Some of them will stay. Are they going to want to participate in a system that's so dysfunctional that it just doesn't work at all, which is where we're going?
Yeah, I think they're in some kind of cocoon. I think they just watch MSNBC or CNN, or they talk to Washington bureaucrats, or they go for a drink in Washington, but they have no idea how this plays in Fresno or Des Moines. They have no idea what people are looking at this. They're saying, wow, we've got all these problems with debt, and we've got problems with health care, and we've got problems in foreign policy, and we're in an existential crisis with Iran and North Korea, and we're standing off with China, and this is what we get. Yeah. You know, it's more of it's at the level. This whole thing is at the level of Michael Avenatti and Stormy Daniels again.
Exactly.
It's pathetic, and I don't think they can't sense what they're doing to the country.
No, they're nominating, or they're trying to nominate, a guy who was a shill for the credit card companies, to tell you how out of touch they are. Professor, thanks so much for that. I appreciate it always.
Thanks.